Live now. Hello, hello. How you doing today? This is actually, I think Facebook I'm live, but Instagram has a poor connection. So Instagram is not live because it's not. Hello, as you're tuning in, let me know where you are tuning in from. This is Bernice Atsan. How you doing today? I'm live on Facebook, but Instagram is not connecting. So let me end Instagram. See if I can redo this. I don't know, Ume, are you like connected to the office Wi-Fi? Instagram connection is really bad. Yeah, it's not connecting, but Facebook is okay. Hello, if you can see me, say hello. Hi, Patrick. I think Facebook is live, but Instagram is not connecting. It says poor connection on Instagram. Oh my God, what am I gonna do? All right, hi Samara, thanks for joining. Thank you, I appreciate it. I'm gonna start in a minute. I'm just trying to connect on Instagram, but for some reason the connection is bad. Thank you for joining. You're joining from Rockville. All right, hi Patrick. How you doing today? Thank you so much for joining this live video. I can't get Instagram to connect. I'm having some technical difficulties. It's showing me that the connection is bad. That sucks. Oh my God. The connection is bad with Instagram. Okay. Say poor connections. All right, I guess I'm just gonna have to go stick with Facebook for today because Instagram connection is bad at the moment. All right, so thank you for tuning in today. I really appreciate you. So like I said, I'm going to open up the line very soon so you can call in and ask me any questions. So today I'm going to make some announcements about, the tax deadline coming up. We all know the September 15th deadline is coming up. So if you have an S corporation tax return, the deadline to file your extended taxes is September 15th. So make sure that you file before the deadline, because if you don't, you know that you will get penalized $195 per month. So for each shareholder, if you don't file on time, you will get like $200 per month in fine. So you want to make sure that you file your S corporation. If you are an S corp, make sure you file by September 15th. And so I'm going to open up the line now, and so that you can ask me any questions. If you are seeing me, if you are watching this live video for the first time, my name is Bernice Atsan. I'm a licensed CPA. I own and manage a tax resolution practice here in Colombia, where we help small businesses, individuals resolve their tax problems. We work with the IRS to negotiate payment plan, offer and compromise with the IRS. So if you have any, tax problems that you don't know what to do, I would love for you to call in today. I will be glad to answer all your questions. We have represented over 500 taxpayers with the IRS and the states. We help you resolve your tax problems. We negotiate payment terms that are affordable and also put in an offer to reduce your tax liability. So today, I will be answering any questions. If you want to call in, the number to call in is 443-741-4188. Okay, so I see that people are actually joining. Okay, thanks for pinning that. I saw that you pinned that there. All right, hi Yinka. Actually, my in-law is also online. Hi, uncle. So if you have any questions, let me know. So what is the name of the first caller? Ume. Okay, and what is our number?
443-962-0968.
So I'm dialing the first caller. Someone already called us this morning. So like I said, if you have, questions as it relates to taxes, PPP loan forgiveness. So for all of you that received the SBA loan, you know the deadline to apply for the PPP loan forgiveness is within the 8 weeks or 16 weeks. So we have so many clients that we're helping them with their PPP loan forgiveness. So if you have any questions regarding that, you know, the SBA loan, call in and ask your questions, okay?
I'm sorry, the person
Okay,
you were
Keisha
trying
is
to reach
not
has a
picking up.
voicemail box that has not been set up.
All right. Okay, so I'm gonna make some announcements while we wait for the calls to come in. So if you know that you have back taxes that you haven't filed and that you have not resolved with the IRS, this is the best time for you to negotiate your tax debt, okay? Because you know the times right now is very hard. People are not really making that much money, you know, so the revenue officers are actually working with us. We have been able to negotiate. Okay, I think she's calling back. Okay. Hello, hi, this is Bernice. You're live.
Hi, Bernice.
Hi.
Hi, this is Samara. How are you?
Hi, Samara. Thanks for calling. This is
No
Bernice
problem.
and you're live. Yes.
Okay. I have a question for you in reference to PPP. I am a business owner. I own an investing company. I fix and flip homes. It's only me. But I'm not sure like how or if I even qualify for the PPP. So I wanted to get further information on that.
Okay. Have you tried to apply for the EIDL as well?
No, I have not. I haven't applied for anything.
Okay, because unfortunately, you can no longer apply for the PPP. The deadline to apply for the PPP was back in, I believe it was 2 weeks ago. Yeah, so because they extended it multiple times. And, you know, just to give people the chance to apply. But right now for the PPP, they already stopped accepting application for the PPP. Okay? But what you can do is you can still apply for the EIDL. EIDL is also from the SBA, and they are giving the loan out for, you know, businesses, individuals. If you know that your business is, you know, struggling as a result of the pandemic, you are qualified for the EIDL. For the EIDL, the requirements for that is you must have a 750 credit score. Okay, that's the difference between the EIDL and the PPP. The PPP, there's no credit check for the PPP because it's mainly for payroll. But the EIDL, if you are trying to apply for the EIDL, they're going to run the credit check using your Social Security. So if your credit score is like below 650, not 750, sorry, 650, you probably won't get qualified. So, but if you know that you have a very good credit score, I think you should apply for the EIDL. It's also very, very good. The rates are low. I mean, the rates for the EIDL is 3.75. And the beauty of it is you don't have to pay back until 1 year later. So let's say you get the loan, you know, today, your repayment terms will start a year from today. So, and they're giving up to $150,000. So if you the PPP 150,000, 150. Can you hear me? Yeah.
Yeah.
I still
can
can.
hear you. 150,
Yeah, 150,000. Yeah. The PPP loan you can get more, but they qualify that based on the employees that you have. Okay, so that's how they determine the PPP loan. So it's like 8 weeks worth of your employees' wages. But for the EIDL, you can use the loan for anything. You can use it for your office rent. You can use the loan to pay for your employees. Any business expenses you can use the loan for. And it's 3.75. You can't beat that. So the PPP, you can no longer, the only difference is the PPP loan is forgivable, but the EIDL is not. You will have to pay the EIDL back. Yeah, okay? Do you have any other questions?
No, that explains it all for me. So I'm going to go ahead and check into the EIDL.
Okay, sounds good. Thank you so much for calling.
Okay.
All right, thanks.
All right, have a great day.
You too. Bye-bye. Yeah, the PPP, they extended it 3 times. You know, I don't know You know, right now it's too late for you to apply for the PPP, but you can still get the EIDL. The EIDL, they are still accepting application. You just go to sba.gov and apply for the EIDL loan. All right. So I'm going to call the next caller. Like I said, dial in if you have any questions. I plan to be online for 30 minutes today just to kind of answer your questions. All right. The number to call is 443-741-4188. Okay. All right. So what is the name of the next caller? Sean Malden. That's my client, actually. I have people on here watching. I can't connect to Instagram. See if you can do the Instagram. Maybe we can kind of change the internet settings. It's really bad.
Yes.
Hi, Sean. How you doing?
I'm doing excellent. How are you?
I'm fine. You're alive. So do you have any questions for me today?
Oh, absolutely. First of all, let me just say, Bernice, I just love that you're doing this. It's such a wonderful thing to be giving all of this excellent feedback to the people. It's almost like a free service, you know, that I feel like we should be sending you in some payments for all this free advice you're giving. So thank you.
Well, that's a way for me to give back to the community. So thank you so much for calling in and acknowledging that. At least if I can share 30 minutes of my time to answer people's questions, I think that's a way to give back, right? So do you have any questions for me today?
Absolutely, and I agree with you. So yes, I have a couple questions. So my question is, you know, during this hard economic time for people, COVID, and people are having a lot of difficulty, I wonder if you have heard of the Susus or the giving circles or the donation wheels. I know that it was a big thing in Africa, but it's kind of come over to the States, and people are getting donations. I don't know if you have any thoughts on that with respect to taxes. So, I mean, I know that there's different ways to report donations. Can you clarify for me? First of all, I'm not sure if it's even legal, but if it's legal, or if it's if you're familiar with it, or if there's a particular way to report those gifts.
Okay, let me just make sure I understand you. Donations as it relates to like donation to the public or non-profits, or the pandemic, the loan. What question are you asking? I want to make sure I understand what you're asking.
I am asking if you receive donations in terms of money, how are you to report that? That's my question.
Oh, okay. If you receive donations, is it like from non-profits or from family and friends or from SBA? Because you know SBA has been giving so much funding for the past few months now. A lot of people are getting money.
It's
you know,
family and friends.
Family and friends. If you receive donation, if it's more than $600, you have to report that as an income.
Okay, so just report it as an income.
You have to report it. Yes.
Okay. And all right, and then can I ask another question?
Sure.
All right, and in terms of the PPP, and if you've already stated it, I apologize, but when must we start that process of turning, you know, everything in that we need to turn in?
You mean the PPP loan forgiveness?
Yes.
So the date that you receive the PPP loan, right? The disbursement dates, you have 8 weeks to spend the funding. And it's either you spend everything within 8 weeks. If you spend all the funding within 8 weeks, then you can apply for the PPP loan forgiveness. But if you still have some funds left that you haven't spent, right? You can extend that through 24 weeks. So within 8 to 24 weeks, you must apply for the PPP loan forgiveness. Okay, so 8 weeks, that's 2 months to 6 months. So you should be applying for yours very soon. We're going to be in contact, okay? Because I know you got yours around May, right? Hello,
Yes.
Sean? Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so within 6 months, we must apply for the PPP loan if you want to get it, if you want to get the loan forgivable. Okay, forgiven.
All right.
forgiven. So the requirements for that is you have to be able to show that you spend the funds on you spend the funds on payroll or rents or mortgage interest. Okay, one of the three things. So if you spend the funds other than to pay your employees or pay yourself or rents, mortgage interest, you are not going to be able to get the loan. You're going to have to pay back the loan. Okay, so make sure that you allocate 60% of the funding. You use that on payroll, and then the other 40% will be for the other 40% of the loan will be for the your rents, your mortgage interest, and what else? I think those are the three things. Okay, so make sure that you allocate it according to the terms, so that you can get your loan forgiven. Do you have any other questions?
Okay. Not right now. I thank you for spending that time with me. I appreciate it.
Okay, no problem. Thanks for calling.
Okay. All right. Bye-bye.
All right, bye, Sean. Okay, did Keisha just call back?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, so I see that people are like tuning in and asking me questions here. Let me see if I have any comments. Okay, so just give me spreading like what? Samara, I can't even read her comments. See if you can read it on your hand. Okay. I can't read the full comments.
In my opinion, SUSU is a new MLM
Scheme that is spreading. I have no idea what that means. Okay, so I'm going to call the next caller. Like I said, the line is open for the next 20 minutes. I have 15 to 20 minutes left. If you have any questions as it relates to taxes, EIDL, PPP loan, I will be glad to personally answer your question. If you are just tuning in and you're watching me for the first time, my name is Bernice Atsan. I'm a licensed CPA. We manage an accounting practice here in Maryland, where we help people resolve their tax problem. We help negotiate tax settlements with the IRS. So if you hold so much in back taxes that you don't even know what to do or how to negotiate, this is the best time to do so, because times are hard. People are not making as much income. So the revenue officers, they are working with us. We have been able to get so many people amazing settlements with the IRS. So if you have, taxes that you need to negotiate, there are several options. There is an offer and compromise, a payment plan, currently non-collectible status, or even if you get like an audit notice with the IRS, we'll be glad to represent you. Okay, so if you have any questions in regards to that, feel free to call. The number to call is 443-741-4188. Okay, so I'm going to call the next caller here. Keisha, so this is a separate number from the other one that she gave us. She had called in with another number. So, hi, Sister Bala. I see she's here. Hi, Uncle. I have a lot of people watching this live video. Can you please like and share if you know that you're learning anything new? Like and share the video. Hi, Keisha.
Hi, how are you,
I'm
Ricky?
fine. This is Bernice. You live. Hello, Keisha. I can hear you very well. Can you hear me?
Oh, yes, I can. I'm sorry. I guess it's feedback from me listening to you, so sorry about that.
No problem. No problem. Do you have any questions today?
I do. And hopefully this is a quick, easy question for you. It's not in regards to my own personal business, but it's my husband's business. He owned a plumbing company, and we did apply for PPP for his company. He was approved. So I went on to apply for the EIDL, and he was denied.
Okay.
And he was denied because it says economic injury is not substantiated. I'm pretty sure it's something that I have done that is the reason why he was denied. But have you seen this a lot?
Yes.
Okay.
Actually, some of our clients got denied. It depends on why.
Okay.
When you received the rejection letter, did they indicate the reason why the application was rejected?
Yes. It says based on the information you provided, we have determined your economic injury is not substantiated. We made this determination for one of the following two reasons. Either your economic injury is less than the amount you receive from the EIDL advance. As a result, we were unable to substantiate any additional eligibility at this time.
Okay.
Or the information you submitted does not indicate an economic injury, and I know that's not.
That's not true. Okay.
Yeah.
So did you receive a follow-up request for you to submit a Schedule C? Or a copy of your tax return? Like when you submit, you went online, right? And you submitted the application, correct?
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Did you get any follow-up request from SBA asking you for further information?
No.
You did not. Mm-mm. So you just received the letters showing that they couldn't substantiate your application.
Yeah.
That's interesting. And they didn't say, the letter doesn't say anything about credits, credit check, nothing like that?
Nope, nothing.
When you completed...
It also says, please review the information you submitted in the application in regards to gross sales and cost of goods
Okay,
sold.
I think I understand. Now
Okay.
you're giving me more information,
Okay,
which is
okay.
very good.
Okay.
So when you put in your sales amount
Mm-hmm.
and the cost of goods sold, was your cost of goods sold higher than the sale amount when you completed the SBA application? I believe this is like a product, it's not service, right? Because if it's service, you have no business completing a cost of goods sold. What type of business does your husband have? If you don't mind me asking that question.
I'm sorry, say that again?
What type of business is it?
It's a plumbing company.
Plumbing. So
Uh-huh.
so the cost of goods, do you sell equipment?
No.
So you should not have populated the cost of goods sold. When you completed the application, what did you put on the cost of goods sold?
Oh, we did. We actually had, it was a large amount, in fact.
That is why you got rejected. A lot of people don't know. For the EIDL, when you apply for the EIDL, they are not asking you for a lot of information. As you can see, they ask for the EIN number, the business name, right? And they are requesting for your sale amount, because that's how they determine your loan amount. Okay, the sales. So when you put in your sales and they ask for cost of goods sold, your cost of goods sold must not be greater than your sale. Because if your cost of goods sold number is higher than the sale amount, that means the business is not profitable.
Gotcha.
So if the business is not profitable, then you're not eligible to get the EIDL.
Okay.
Your cost of goods sold must be way lower. A lot of people don't know this, but I've had people that they apply for the EIDL, they got rejected, and that's the reason why they got rejected when I look at the application. So make sure when you complete the application, your cost of goods sold must be significantly lower than your sale, because the way that's how they determine if your business is profitable. Because they are giving it to existing business that are making money. Okay, your business must be profitable. So if your expenses are higher than your sale, then it shows that you are in the red to begin with. Right?
Gotcha.
So what you need to do is you need to reapply for reconsideration.
Okay.
And they will approve it. How much did you get for the PPP loan?
I believe we received, 68.
Okay, so, and if you don't mind, what is the total gross sales of the business that you're applying for? Just give me a ballpark. You don't have to give me the exact amount. Because the EIDL, there's a max. There's a $150,000 is the max that you can get for the EIDL. Okay? So the way they determine that is your sale, your sale amount. So let's say you indicated that in 2000, because you have to report the last 12 months of sales. So the last 12 months of sales, you reported $100,000. You're only going to get $50K. All right. So in your case, if you have cost of goods sold, which I don't think you should have cost of goods sold, because if it's a plumbing, I don't think you're selling any products.
Right.
The cost of goods sold is only if you're in a clothing business or you have inventory that you're selling. Okay. In your case, you're offering service. So the cost of goods sold should be not applicable. All right. So you go back and you reapply. You don't reapply. You apply for a reconsideration. The letter that you receive has a contact information and email. Okay, you can reach out to me after the call. I can give you a template of what you need to say or do. Okay? You reapply and you indicate that when you completed the application, there was an error in your application and you would like a reconsideration. So you should be able to get the loan. Okay? So when you indicate the cost of goods sold as 0, then whatever your sale amount is, 50% of that is what you'll be qualified for. So that is either 50% or $150,000 is the max. So either or. Okay? Did I answer your question today, Keisha? Do you have any other questions?
Yes, you did. You're great. Thank you so much.
Thank you. You're welcome. You're welcome. All right.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
So do I have any other caller? No? All right. So I still have people watching this live video. If you have any other questions, like I said, as it relates to, taxes, the deadline is coming up. September 15 is the deadline. If you have an S corporation, make sure you submit your tax return by September 15th. And of course, you should have been paying your quarterly taxes. The third quarter tax payment is due September 15th. So if you receive 1099 income, or you have a business that you generate, self-employed income, you know that every quarter you must make your estimated quarterly payments. Very important, because this is why people get into tax problem. Like last week, a client that was signed up, I posted it on my wall. He had about $420,000 in taxes that he owed. And that's because that he did not file his taxes. He didn't make his quarterly payments. Don't let this happen to you, okay? If you know that you receive income on the 1099, make sure that you get with your accountants and you calculate your quarterly estimated taxes every quarter. You mail that. So at the end of the year, when you are ready to file your taxes, you don't have to cough out thousands of dollars. The reason why people get into tax problem, we represent clients all the time by the IRS, and we see this all the time. It's like a rat race. When you make money on 1099 and you don't pay your taxes, you let it go this year, and then you do another year comes around, the same thing, it adds up years after years. So what I tell people, if you know that you are getting income on 1099, you are not a W-2 wages earner, you actually have, your business and your business is making decent money, you are profitable. Every quarter, you need to set aside payments that you send to the IRS on a quarterly basis, okay? The first quarter payment was due April 15th, second quarter payment June 15th, third quarter is September 15th, and the fourth quarter is January 15th. So September 15th, the third quarter payment is coming up. Make sure you calculate your estimated taxes. And, if you have like multiple years of taxes that you haven't filed, you don't have the money to pay, file the taxes. Very important. I see people will walk into my office with 10 years of taxes that they haven't filed. It's a very bad idea for you not to file your taxes. Even if you don't have the money to pay for it, just send that in. It does two things for you. Two things. Number one, you will not get any SFR. Because when you neglect your responsibility of filing your taxes, IRS will file the tax return for you. And when they do that, they don't account for your expenses. They don't account for your deductions. They file your taxes with the highest tax rate. Okay? The client that we signed up last week that had $423,000 in taxes, IRS had filed the tax return for him because he never filed. Don't even if you don't have the money to pay your taxes, file. When you do that, IRS will not file the return on your behalf, because when they do it, it's way higher than what you would have come up with if you had done it on your own. And IRS, of course, they don't have access to your expenses. They don't know what your deductions are. So they will tax you very, very high. All right. So even if you don't have the money to pay for the taxes, send it in. Okay. The other advantage of, filing your taxes, even if you don't have the money, is you would be able to have an assessment date, which is expiration date. You know, taxes do expire. Thank you for giving me that likes. If you know that you are learning, you know, from this live video, please share this video. A lot of people have told me in the past that I never encourage people to share. So if you found this information very useful and you know that you're learning from this valuable content, please share the video. Don't keep me as a secret. And thank you for liking this. So like I said, you can still call in if you have any questions. I'm still taking calls. I have 5 more minutes before I wrap up this live video. So if you have any questions as it relates to PPP loan forgiveness, EIDL, S corporation, back taxes, you know, IRS payment plan, please feel free to call in. The number to call in is there, 443-741-4188. Thank you, Kay. Thank you. Great presentation. Thank you. I appreciate it. So, you know, the other advantage for filing your taxes is everyone knows, well, a lot of people don't know this because when I talk to clients, they don't know that taxes expire. There's something they call collection statute expiration dates. For every tax return that is processed and assessed by the IRS as an expiration date. The expiration date is 10 years from the date that the taxes were processed. Okay, that's the key word. The taxes must be filed and assessed by the IRS. So 10 years later, the absolute deadline that IRS can collect after taxes is 10 years. So even if you don't have the money to pay your taxes, you by just filing the taxes, having IRS process the tax return and assess the set dates is a bonus. Okay. Because when you do that, when you file your tax return and IRS assess a set date, okay, your statute continue to run. Even if you're not making any payments, the collection statute will continue to run on the dates that IRS assess the taxes. I had a client who came that we engaged, I believe it was last year, September. When he came to me, he had about $349,000 in taxes. $349,000. Please pick up the call and get the name and number. Let me finish this one. $349,000, okay, was his bill. And he came to me, he said, Bernice, you know what? I just want to start afresh because, you know, he couldn't purchase a house. He couldn't get a loan. You know, it was pretty much like a lot of stress for him and he just want to put it behind him. So when I look at the tax bill, I realized that, you know, it was in his favor because he's been filing his taxes on a year-to-year basis, which was a very good thing. So the very first thing that we did for him, we did an investigation analysis just to get a better understanding of, you know, the aging. That's the very first thing that we do because, and which is why we get the best result for clients. A lot of people, you know, a lot of this tax resolution company, you know, they would get the money from clients and just set them up on a payment plan, full pay. That's not what we do. We would analyze your taxes and see the dates that your taxes would expire, which is very important. So back to the story that I was telling you, when I pull up his transcripts, I realized that his taxes was all the way back from 2012, 2010, 2011. And the beauty of it was filing his taxes every year. Like April 15, when the taxes was due, even though he didn't have the money to pay, he filed the taxes. When I did the investigation analysis, $225,000 was scheduled to expire within 6 months. 6 months. A lot of people don't know that taxes expire. So they get so scared when they do the return and they see how much money they hold, they don't send it in. That is working against you. That's not a good thing. When you file your taxes, don't worry about how much it is. Just send the taxes in. When you submit your tax return, the set date will start to run. So what I did for this client, when I did the investigation analysis and I realized that in 6 months, 9 months actually, it was 9 months from the date that we met, the taxes, about $225,000 was scheduled to expire. The set date only had 9 months left and $225,000 will fall off his transcript. And you know, the trick is once your taxes start to get near to the set dates, the IRS will become very aggressive. You will start to get notice of intent to levy your bank accounts. They could put a tax lien on you. They do all sort of things because they know that after that 10 years, by law, they can no longer collect. So what we did was we did his financial analysis where I determined what was his monthly sales, his expenses, and I was able to set up the lowest monthly payment plan possible. By doing that, I protected him from any aggressive collection actions. Okay, by setting up a payment plan, IRS can no longer come after your bank account. They can't garnish your paycheck. They can't levy your bank account. They cannot take your wages. And your set date will still continue to run. So I think I set up about $150 was the payment plan that I set up for him. And 9 months later, $225,000 fell off his transcripts. That's the advantage of filing your taxes on time. So even if you don't have the money, let's say you file the tax and you look at the 6 figures, it was a lot. Don't worry about that. Just file the tax return. Let your set date continue to run. It is to your advantage. Okay? So if you hold back taxes that you don't know what to do, schedule your free consultation call. We are amazing. We've helped so many people resolve their tax problem. We're not just going to set you up on a payment plan, which is what a lot of people do. I will analyze your taxes and see when your set date is, and we'll map out a resolution that will work great for you. Okay? So I have another call. Is this Samara call back?
I think so.
Okay. So I'm going to call Samara back. Like I said, the line is still open. If you have any questions for me today, please feel free to call in. I will try to do this every month, at least once a month to get on live calls with you guys and answer any questions at no charges. And if you would like to talk further, you want to get deeper into your taxes and you have other questions that you can't call in, please drop my link, my calendar link. Okay. Schedule your free consultation call. It's free. I will get on the phone with you personally and talk through the things and see what your options are, okay? So put in the comment section my calendar link and let me call Samara back. All right, I have a lot of people on this call today. I'm very excited. Let me see if I have any questions.
Hello.
Hi, Samara. I see you called back. You should pin your cash app. I would like to pay for this great information. Sean, no, you don't have to pay for this. Okay, this is a way of me giving back to the community. So you don't need to pay me for this live video. And thanks for calling in. And I'm still taking call. You are absolute godsend. Thank you for sharing this information. You are welcome. We do this all the time. I do this all the time. I represent clients with, that have, 6 figures in taxes, and it's lack of knowledge. They don't know the right thing to do. They have several years of taxes because they are scared. They don't know where to start. It's overwhelming, so they don't file the returns when it's due. Even if you don't have the money, go ahead and send it in. Let your set date continue to run. It's amazing. All right, Samara, you're on a live call. Talk to me. How can I help you again?
You talking about taxes and filing them quarterly, that just brought up another question for me. For myself, like my income isn't basically a steady income. I buy homes, I fix and flip, and I sell them. So I'm working on my second house now.
Good,
nice. You know what I mean?
That's good for you.
For tax purposes, how do someone like me where my income isn't consistent, how would I file quarterly?
Okay, so let me try to get a better understanding. Do you flip houses? Do you buy the houses, rent it out, or you flip it, sell the house and buy another house, flip? Tell me a little bit more about that.
That's correct. I buy the house, fix it up, flip it and sell it. I don't buy and hold anything. So,
okay, you don't buy and hold. So so what you do is when you buy the house, right? How do you keep track of your accounting? Do you have an accountant tracking your tell me a little bit about your accounting system. How do you keep track? Because we all know.
I put all my expenses in QuickBooks and stuff. And this is my first actual year of doing this.
Okay,
So I'm trying to get a good foundation for it.
Very good. Very good. Okay, I'm trying to see if I can. I'm gonna answer your question in a bit. I'm not too happy that my Instagram is not working. The connection is very bad. It won't let me. Try to use your phone for me. You still have 5 minutes, right?
Yeah.
See if you can get on Instagram, because I like to also get those audience involved as well. Okay, very good. So back to your question. You sell houses, right? You buy the house, renovate, put a lot of money into it, and you sell the house, right?
Correct.
The moment you
Yes.
sell your house, the sale, because it depends. A lot of times when people flip houses, they don't make, sometimes you have a loss, sometimes you make gain. So in situation whereby when you sell the house, you had a gain on property. At that point, you want to calculate your estimated taxes. You don't want to wait till the end of the year when you get your taxes done. Which is why I tell people, when you have an accountant, you need to be having a pretty much a quarterly date with your accountant. You don't want to wait till the end of the year to now like try to do your accounting. I have clients that will come to me with like piles of documents at the end of the year. They have no idea what their monthly gross sales, no expenses. You cannot build wealth if you don't know your numbers. Very important. It's like a rat race, a rat race. You cannot, grow or like scale your practice if you don't know your numbers. You might as well just quit and get a job. Not to be I'm not trying to be offensive here, but it's very important that you keep track. You have a bookkeeping date, at least on a weekly basis if you don't have an accountant. And what we do in my practice is we don't just accept clients. It depends on your revenue, because I'm a believer of nobody knows your business better than you do when you're just starting out. When you're starting out, you have so many expenses. You need to be keeping track of your expenses on a monthly basis. Then when you get to a certain level, maybe like you get to like $500,000 in sale, at that point, you have more money than you have, for time. Then you can delegate that to an accountant. Like I said, this is just our philosophy. This is what we do in my practice. We don't sign up. If your gross sales is less than $500,000, we're just gonna guide you. We can train you on how to keep track of your accounting. That's what we do. If your sales are less than $500,000, we offer like one-on-one training, and we set you up and we teach you how to do that so that you can know your numbers. But, if you have like more than $500,000 in sale, then you want to get an accountant that would do your accounting and not just do your accounting, provide to you on a monthly basis your P&L. Because that's how you make informed decision about your business. You have to know your number to scale. If you don't know your numbers, come on, you're just chasing your tail. You're making the money and it's going right out. So Samara, back to your question. When you flip the house and you had a gain on the property, because sometimes a lot of flippers, they spend more money than they make. When you sell the property, if you sell it at a loss, then you won't have to pay any taxes. But the moment you know that you have thousands of dollars in gain, then you want to get with your accountant and estimate the taxes every quarter. You should be paying estimated taxes on properties that you made gain on. Okay, did I answer your question?
Thank you. Yep, that answers. Thank you so very much.
You're welcome. You're welcome. It's my pleasure. Thank you. Okay.
Bye.
All right. So I just had a call come in. Okay. Do you have any other questions for me today before I tune out? Let me see if I have any comments. Do I have comments on there?
No.
Anybody? Okay. Doesn't look like I have any other.
Awesome. This is informative.
Okay, they're just saying it's informative, awesome. That's good. The live video work on your phone, yeah. And I'm just hello Instagram followers. This is Bonnie Satan here. If you have any questions, you can dial in. Kept calling me while I'm doing this. So if you have any questions, 443-741-4188. Dial in the number and I can answer your questions as it relates to taxes, back taxes, IRS payment plan resolution, PPP loan forgiveness. So if you receive PPP loan from the SBA and you have not yet applied for your forgiveness, I think this is time you need to. You have 8 weeks from the date that you received the loan or 24 weeks. So if you had spent all the PPP loan that you received within 8 weeks, you want to apply for your forgiveness, loan forgiveness now, so you won't have to pay it back. So I'm on the call now. If you have any questions, good job, girl. Talk about your upcoming deadline. I did, Ebere. You just joined in. I did talk about the deadline. The deadline is coming up, guys. If you know that you have an S corporation that you have not filed, you need to get your tax returns in now, okay? And, you know, I want to also bring this up. I had clients, some people would tell me that they already filed their personal taxes and they now want to get their S corporation done. That is not good. You have to get your S corporation taxes filed, and then you will use the K1 from your S corp to file your personal taxes. Okay, so you know, if you S corporation is a pass-through entity, it flows through your personal. You cannot get the personal taxes done without your S corporation. I had to do like 2 amendments this, you know, within the past weeks. You know, I had people that they had done their personal taxes and then try to get the S corporation done. It doesn't work that way. So the deadline to file your S corporation taxes is September 15th. Make sure you get that in, because if you don't, IRS will penalize you. You pay $195 per month for each owner. And you know, that adds up. 195 times 12, that's close to $2,400. So you want to make sure that you get your S corporation taxes in as soon as possible. And you should be setting aside, you know, quarterly payments. Every time that, you know, I mentioned that before, very important. This is why people have tax problems, because this is what we do. We represent people, you know, in IRS audits. We help resolve taxes. The reason why people get into tax problem is because they fail to pay their estimated taxes. So you want to make sure you are putting money aside. As you're making that money on a quarterly basis, set it aside and mail that to the IRS, okay? Do I have any other questions today? Or do I have anyone that want to call in and ask me questions? My line is still open, 443-741-4188. Also, the third quarter estimated taxes is due September 15th. So if you have not paid that, you should. They also have time to make their SEP IRA. Very good. Thanks, Ebere. Maybe you should join the live call too. That's another CPA online. So reminding me that you can also make your SEP and solo retirement contribution. If you haven't done that, the deadline is coming up. So if you want to join the live video, you can, okay? The more the merrier. All right, do you have any other questions before I, no, you are doing great. Okay, thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you. Thank you, Keisha. I'm glad that you liked the video. Please share this video if you know that you learn, it was valuable to you, it's a great content. Please click the love button, give me thumbs up, and share this. Please share on your wall. Don't keep me as a secret. A lot of people need to know about taxes. You know, taxes is one of the big deal. You know, no matter how much money you make, it's very important that you do tax planning, so that you don't. I've met so many clients that they had to close down their business because they have over 6 figures in taxes that they owe and they don't have the money to pay it. So, you know, taxes, we all know, is very, very important. So if you have any questions regarding, you know, tax planning, estimated taxes, the PPP loan, the SBA loan, ask your question now. You can call in. I have 2 more minutes before I end this live video. The number to call is 443-741-4188. Did you pin the number there? Okay. Hello. Now I'm on Instagram now, and people are now joining, and I'm about to tune out. If you don't have any other questions, let me see. Actually, I have a lot of people watching this live video today. This is fantastic. Good information. Thank you. I appreciate it. Great job. Thank you. Thank you. Share this video if you know that. I think this person is trying to call in, so let me call back. I know my personal page is full. I have over 5,000 friends. I don't know. I do have a business page, Bernice Hudson and Associates CPA. That's my business page. You can click on that and like the page, follow the page. When I share things on my personal page, I also do that on business page as well. So you can, you know, I have unlimited followers on the business page. You can no longer have me as a friend because I maxed out my 5,000. So yeah, thank you. Thank you for taking the notes of that. I do have a page. Actually, can you like pin in my business page so people can like and follow? I already maxed out my 5,000, so you can no longer add me. Hello? Hello?
Hello?
Yes,
Yeah.
this is Bernice. I noticed you kept calling me. I don't know if you are calling to ask questions. I'm on a live call, live Facebook. Are you calling to ask me questions regarding taxes?
Bernice, this is Joseph. We set up an appointment a couple of days ago.
Oh, yeah. Okay, I'm so sorry. I'm going to end my live video now. I will be calling you back very soon, okay? I apologize. I'm running behind schedule today. I went live on Facebook, so I'm kind of behind on my appointments. I will call you back in 5 minutes, okay? Thanks for calling. I'll call you right back, okay? All right, I need to go now. I have so many scheduled calls today that I need to take, but if you still have any questions, please drop your question in the comment section and I would answer your questions, okay? Thank you so much for joining today. Please share this live video if you found it very useful. Don't keep me as a secret. We help so many people, and the more lives we help, the better for us. So as you can tell, I'm very passionate about helping people resolve their tax problem. So if you found this video very, very useful, and you learned so much from this live video today, please share, give me a thumbs up. Thank you so much, and have a wonderful day. Bye-bye now.
You got on Instagram?
Yeah, I need to get out of Instagram.